Hi, my name is Linda Searcy, and I'm with VigilantEnergy, and we're very excited about introducing you to our new product called RAILBOXX. We were in the middle of talking to some oil executives and field personnel, even tool pushers, on what were some of the complexities that they were faced with every day and challenges. We understood from those conversations that one of your greatest problems was that you're having difficulties with thefts. People backing up to your tank batteries with no authorization of any kind and stealing your product from you, which is costing you a great amount of money. Secondly, sometimes in some of those remote locations that you're in, it makes it very difficult to ensure that all the safety measures are being taken care of and followed to the proper measures and to your company's standards. And then thirdly, one of the greatest challenges is that some of the locations, the trucks arrive only to find out that the oil and water ratios are not correct, which costs you time and money.
Hi, my name is Jim Searcy. I'm one of the engineers along with Jim Clark that Linda was talking about. We're presenting to you our new concept at VigilantEnergy called RAILBOXX. It is a way to revolutionize and saving you time and money at your tank battery. And Jim, if you'll move over to the computer, we'll begin to show you this process and how it works. The first thing I'd like to show you is how to secure the well site. Part of the problems that Linda was discussing earlier dealing with the well site was that you were losing oil to people coming up and stealing from you because there's no good process by which you can lock down the well. So we'd like to show you our concept and idea for locking down your well. First of all, we've created this screen for RAILBOXX by which your truck driver can log in using either a swipe card, an ID number, and also an invoice number. So not only the people that are authorized to log into this well and take your oil to the refinery may do so via the screens that we've developed. And at this point, he's able to proceed and put in the invoice number. Once the invoice number is entered, you're now able to go to the control screens. As you can see, this is the picture that the tank truck operator will be able to see when they're getting ready to fill up their truck. They were also able to monitor the percentage of water in the oil at this point and be able to make a call back to you if it's not at the proper percentages. But for all intents and purposes, this is the security that we want to put on each of your wells. The tank truck operator has to open the control valve first. Next, he'll open up the valve going to the truck itself. And from this point, the truck driver is able to begin filling his truck with oil. As you can see, this is a very secure process. So no one can get into your oil tank battery unless they are authorized. Now you can see the tank truck filling. Again, this is all viewable remotely by you or by the tool pusher from his truck. And you can see who and what is in at your tank battery at any point in time. We also have the ability to cut on IP cameras at this point and monitor the whole process to see who is there, read their license plates, see who is entering and leaving and what time they entered and leave. As you can see, Jim is at the customer entrance screen where you can enter your customer ID number, log in, and it can take up to 250 different names or characters. Then he's now going to enter the invoice number, which we've chosen for security reasons. Again, that's supplied by you, the customer. You can see that it was able to take the invoice, the ID, and now he's putting in the invoice number. As you can see, Jim has entered the ID numbers into the screens, and this is the tank battery from which you can work. The customer is able to identify what the percentage of water is in each of the barrels. We also have each of the valves are controllable. We can look at temperatures of the heater treater separator to see what your oil is cooking at. And we can open up any of the valves and begin to recirculate this area. We can begin to open the valves and recirculate and take the water out if the water percentages are too high. So Jim, if you'll turn on, open the water valve. Okay, and now Jim's going to turn on the circ pump, and we're going to run that through till we get the percentage of water versus oil to the proper amounts. As you can see, the heater treater separator is now fired up, and the water and the oil are circulating back through the heater treater separator and then back into the tank battery. So you can see from the screen how interactive it is. This can be controlled by the tool pusher from his truck, or it can from your office by your dispatchers or your operations personnel. And remotely, they can begin to log in, turn on pumps, open valves, anything that you need to do to this tank battery remotely without it having to be at the actual location. You can monitor all this via satellite into your office and have the convenience of sitting in your office and controlling everything at your tank battery. What we have represented here is the water tank. This is the water that is pulled from the oil as it traverses through the heater treater separator. What we can do is put sensors both on the water tank and on the oil tank and tell you how much oil water consistency is in the oil tank and how much water is available in the water tank, so that you can send a tank truck driver either to pick up oil or you can pick up water and remove it from the site. We can also put sensors in each area that you would like. We can sense H2S, we can sense anything that you need and send warnings to your smartphone or to any other device, so that you can enter the well site in a safe manner without putting any of your employees at risk.